Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another issue or edition or whatever you want to call it of You and Me and Multiple Sclerosis. And I think that since the end of the year is fast approaching, it's customary for people to talk about New Year's resolutions. And I have to tell you, I'm not real big on New Year's resolutions, but I think it's probably worth just, talking a little about this because well, as you'll see, for people with multiple sclerosis, it's probably a good idea to at least have thought through a few of the things that we would want to pay a special mind to over the coming year. Because MS can kind of throw you from day to day, and we try to structure our lives in such a way that the surprises are kept to a minimum and that we're better equipped to handle them. So why don't I go ahead and I'll start you through my quote unquote resolutions for this coming year. Okay, so here we go with resolutions for 2021. Woohoo! Well, my first one, okay, the first three actually, I'm going to tell you, they're really for me, they become habits more or less. They're not really resolutions because I've been doing this for quite some time. But if this is not something you already do, maybe this needs to be a resolution for you. It is so important for everyone to eat healthy and to prioritize fresh food over any kind of prepackaged, convenience, fast food, refined whatevers, lists of ingredients that are a mile long, mostly chemicals you can't even pronounce. Stick with fresh food the best you can. And if that isn't the way you've been eating, think through the recipes that you are comfortable preparing for yourself, or if you do live with someone who likes to do the cooking, help them pick some recipes so the two of you can be eating more healthy. It's much better for you. And people with multiple sclerosis, we usually have inflammation. Any kind of food sensitivity is just going to exacerbate your MS. So I would just suggest that you concentrate on eating healthy. I've been doing it for the past couple of years, and I know I do feel better. Okay, so my next habit, and this is one I had to start because drinking water is not something I enjoy doing. I don't know, other people may feel differently about it, but for me, I never really enjoyed drinking it. I never really felt all that thirsty. But I realized that, especially as we get older, our bodies are dehydrated chronically, and we need to replenish with good, fresh, filtered water so that we are staying healthy and allowing our bodies to repair and to maintain themselves. Water is a wonderful thing. And I've learned to drink it. I drink 2 tall glasses a day. I know I should do more, but I drink one first thing in the morning and one in the evening, as I'm kind of winding down for the day. And again, I think it makes a difference in how I feel and just the skin resilience, all that kind of stuff. Water is a good thing. So enough said. Go ahead, drink water. Okay, my next one, and this for MS, this is such a big deal. We need to be exercising in moderation. And I stress the moderation. For people with MS, it is so important not to exercise to the point of just, going into fatigue mode. And that can happen. Everybody's tolerance for exercise is going to be different. And everybody's style of exercise is going to be different. But find something that you can do and that you more or less enjoy doing, and do it regularly. I think regularity is probably more important than intensity and duration. For me, I have a stepper in my study, and I do 100 steps in the morning and 100 steps in the evening. I do not attempt to do more than 100, and I do not attempt to do steps multiple times a day. I just stick with those two things, first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening. And I think that for me, That's the level of exercise that is positive rather than just wearing me out and making me fatigued. And I think, yes, everyone needs to figure that out for themselves. But those first three, for me, are habits. Those are things I've already been doing, and I will continue to do these in 2021. And these next three I'm going to talk about, or maybe more what you would call resolutions. Something new that I haven't been doing, or at least not with any regularity or discipline. And so I'm going to go through those and I'll tell you why I think they're important. Okay, so this first one, I talked about this in an earlier video. Considering freedom versus options. We have so many places in our lives where we can choose freedom versus options. So options would mean choice, lots of choices in what we can eat, what we can wear, what we can do. And then freedom, in this sense, is freedom from those choices, freedom to just relax and not worry about something. For a lot of people, that means really restricting the clothes that they have so that they only have a few items to choose from. And then they have the freedom of not having stress about what to wear on a given day. And for other people, there are other things that stress them out, and they need the freedom of not having all those choices. And I think we just kind of go along, right? Maybe we were very different in our lives before MS. We had a lot of habits and hobbies and whatnot, and we still maintain those or try to. But are those causing us undue stress? And if they are, we need to be rid of them. We just don't need those choices all the time in our lives. So I'm going to be looking at that very mindfully this year. I've already done some things. I've changed some things in my life to make my day more free and less worried about choices that I have to spend energy picking this, that, or the other thing. Go ahead and make that a priority for yourself in the coming year. Okay, this is something that I have to struggle with because before my MS really got the upper hand, I did lots of stuff in a given day. I was extremely productive and I prided myself on being productive. But I think that I need to work on limiting my daily goals. I've always said that I want to have no more than 3 goals. And by goals, I actually almost more mean tasks, right? A goal might be call my mother, or it might mean pay bills, or it might mean organize the recipe folder. I don't know, but don't pile on the goals and say, I'm going to call these 5 people, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to sort through all my clothes, and I'm going to... No, that's not healthy, so just don't do that. And then finally, this is so important. Don't say yes to anything when my body is saying no. And again, before I had MS, I was a person who said yes to everything, probably to my detriment. Because people then expect that, oh, if you want something done, ask her because she'll do it. She'll say yes and she'll get it done. But meanwhile, your body is screaming, no, no, I don't want to do that. So listen to your body. I'm going to try listening to mine. That's, I think, the most important thing that I have to do for the coming year is really pay attention to my body. And don't say yes when my body says no. So there you have it, my 6 habits/resolutions for the coming year. I hope those are helpful. I hope that something on that list says for you, ah, yes, that's something I probably do need to be paying more attention to. Try to come up with your own if you want to. But again, don't stress about it. The whole point with MS is don't spend your energy on stuff that's only going to make the rest of your day kind of lousy. We want to keep our energy up for the whole day so we can enjoy the evenings as much as we can enjoy the mornings. Well, anyway, happy 2021, and I will see you again in the next video.